Hey, I'm Bryant Morgan.
And I'm Kat Knight.
And welcome back to 2019's new edition of WTHS News.
I'm so glad to be back. Christmas break really put me into it.
I heard about this club on campus called DECA that has to deal with financing and economics, and I definitely recommend it for you.
All right, well, let's go check in with Mackenzie Graham and congratulate this year's winners.
It is a program at school for students who are interested in marketing, business, finance, hospitality. I'm in the personal financial literacy event, and it's where I plan budgets for people, and I also just tell them what to do with their finances. I'm taking tests and I'm doing practice role plays.
Wow, I really learned a lot from DECA.
Yeah, just like I learned a lot of good stuff from my last football season here at Tupelo High School.
I heard the banquet was Monday.
Yes, every senior player received a football that every player on the team signed.
All right, well, let's go check in with some of the players for a little recap of this season.
I think we had a good season. We just fell up short, but we're going to be back next year, though.
Just make the best of everything that they have coming and don't blink, because it will fly by instantly. I'm going to miss my friends mostly and the coaches and being able to come out and play with them and practice with them and just my brothers mostly.
Do you have any advice for the upcoming players?
Keep working and strive for greatness, fill in where we couldn't.
This is a new segment we call Discovering Tupelo High School. And today I'm here with Teacher of the Year, Coach Graham. What do you think was an aspect of your teaching style that led you to this award?
Most likely it's going to be my ability to relate to the kids. When I'm teaching, I try to relate myself and experiences that I've had. I try to turn the material into real life with real life scenarios.
If you did anything different from previous years of teaching, what did you change and how did it impact your students?
I got recertified for AP US History and did some workshops. And some things I learned there was getting students up and moving around. So we stand up, we move around the room, we write on posters on the wall. Just the physical activity of getting the blood flowing there in the classroom helps stimulate the brain, and it also reduces me from being the one that's always in the center of the room.
How do you balance coaching and teaching at the same time?
I feel like the aspects that make a teacher a good teacher also make a coach a good coach.
From working in previous fields, were you able to carry over any techniques that help you in the teaching field?
For the most part, the previous fields I worked in were manual labor, physical labor, construction, factories, things of that nature. Things that I carried over into what I do now is the experiences that I had, the meaning and the true importance of coming to work, being on time.
What do you enjoy most about teaching?
I call it the light bulb moment. It's when teaching a lesson, I can kind of tell that the students are processing it in their brain. I can see the gears turning. Sometimes it's something I say, sometimes it's something another student says, but at some point that light bulb goes off and the student gets it, and you can just see it. It shows in their eyes, it lights up their face. But that's what it is, and that's what drives me and motivates me. That's what fuels me, both for as a teacher and a coach.
I'll tell you what, this Mississippi weather is just so unpredictable.
That's right. Going from hot to cold and then cold to hot, you just never know what you may get.
Maybe Lucy and Olivia can give us a little preview of next week's crazy weather.
Thanks, Kat and Bryant. I'm Olivia Hastings.
And I'm Lucy Dexter. For this week's forecast, today and tomorrow we'll have highs in the 60s and 100% chance of rain on Saturday.
Don't forget to bring an umbrella when you come support the boys and girls soccer team in Jackson. And also, there will be no school on Monday, so you can stay home in your fuzzy pajamas and enjoy the nice cold weather.
For the rest of the week, we'll have highs in the 40s and lows in the 30s. Back to y'all in the studio.
Football season may be over, but fishing season is reeling right on in.
Let's cast it over to Lexi and Jay to get a hook on what's going on with this year's fishing team.
Thanks, Kat. Welcome to the first ever edition of Sports Media. I'm Jay Stegall.
And I'm Lexi Freeman, and I want to send a congratulations to Connor Gable and Max Scruggs for winning Angler of the Year.
Let's swim on over to see what they have to say.
How did it feel to win Angler of the Year?
Very good.
Well, it felt good because me and Mac fished this year.
How do you prepare for a tournament?
I fish the lake before and see where the fish are.
And we all go out and fish tournaments, see who can catch the biggest fish and win the tournament.
And how do the tournaments work?
You have a certain number of boats and you have a 5-fish limit to weigh in, and the biggest weight wins.
Our game plan got changed when it was rolling 4-foot waves, and it didn't match up when you're running 70 miles an hour. So we had to change the whole game plan, retie, get everything right. and we just started throwing jerk baits in shallow water, and then Matt called it 4.5-pound smallmouth.
Wow, that was amazing. Speaking of amazing, did you see that huge turnout of fans last night at the boys soccer game to support them on their senior night? They came out with a big win with a lead of 3 goals and the final score of 3-0. Also, congratulations to Johanna Saganas for getting player of the game against Oxford.
Also, I want to send a special shout out to the girls soccer team for fighting hard on Tuesday as well, and to Emily Womack for winning player of the game. Also, good luck to both teams as they head out to Jackson on Friday to play this weekend.
And good luck to JV and varsity basketball as they head out to Decatur and Lafayette Saturday.
Wow, people really don't know how hard it is to play soccer until they hear it from the players.
Yeah, it's kind of like the WTHS News staff. I don't mean to toot my whistle, but we work pretty daggum hard having to edit and produce shows all in 1 week.
Well, let's go see some behind-the-scene footage of Carol Trent Embler and Abigail Henderson.
What are you excited for WTHS?
This year I'm really excited about doing creative segments, and I think those are going to be really funny this year. We have really creative people in the group, so I'm excited for that.
What is your order at Chick-fil-A?
My order at Chick-fil-A, I usually get an 8-piece nugget meal with a Coke.
What is your role on the staff?
On the staff at WTHS, I usually am a lead editor, so I will put all the shows together, and then I'm also the graphic designer.
And how has WTHS impacted your high school career?
It's definitely impacted my high school career. I really hope to do something in the graphic design communications field when I graduate college, and so this is a great start.
Wow, WTHS.
Has a really great staff.
Good grief, you really just finished my sentence.
Yeah, just like this week's creative has finished that vine. Let's go check it out.
Look at all those Tupelo High School students trying to name bonds.
We put THS students to the test to see how well they know their bonds.
Let's go see how they did.
Happy birthday, Raven. I can't swim.
If your name is Junior. Ooh, wait, I know it. And you like to something really handsome. Come on, raise your hands.
Yeah.
Road work ahead. Look out. I don't know.
Has anyone told you look like Beyonce?
Nah, they usually tell me I look like Shalissa.
Hurricane Katrina.
More like Hurricane Tortilla.
Come to Del Taco.
They got free shavacado.
It's an avocado.
Dang.
Hurricane Katrina. More like Hurricane Tortilla.
Come to Del Taco.
Free shavacado.
Country boy. I love you.
Hurricane Katrina. More like
Hurricane Safina. Come to Del Taco. They have tacos.
What are those?
Those are my Crocs. Look at all those
Chickens.
I know more about American Girl dolls than you do, genius.
I'm in my mom's car.
Get out me car.
My name is Trey.
I got a basketball game.
I love myself, even though I look like a
Burnt chicken nugget.
Has anyone ever told you look like Beyonce?
Oh my God, no, I know it. It's, nah, they usually tell me I look like Shalissa.
Well, that's a wrap for the first edition of WTHS News.
Be sure to go support the Wave basketball team tonight as they take on Columbus.
Peace.